I, I, but I'm just kidding. Hopefully this video is coming across clear, unlike Teams today. Having all sorts of problems with Teams today. But this video, hopefully, coming across nice and clear. We got a lot of requests to work problem number 8. Seems like some folks were having a little issue with that. So remember, the first thing you got to do in a problem like this is you got to have the balanced equation. So if you had balanced this before, you could just copy over the balanced equation. I will let you know, I'll go ahead and educate you on this. On the test for this kind of problem, the equation presented to you will be already balanced. All right, so there will be no on that will not balance, at least on the stoichiometry section. Now you will have to balance equations in the balancing equation section, right? That's the stuff we did all last week. So we make ammonia here, we make water, and we make calcium chloride. So I'm going to balance this fairly quickly to jump into this. We need a 2 there, we need a 2 there, and that balances. So there's the balanced equation, step number 1. Step 2, it's not like me drawing this line here. I'm going to draw this line like this, and so hopefully we have enough room to fit all the math that's going to go in this problem. Where we start? Well, we start with 32.0 grams of ammonia. So we have 32.0 grams, and we need to figure out which thing is ammonia. Well, we have ammonia, and we have ammonium chloride. Notice it says to produce ammonia, so ammonia has to be on the right-hand side. I know that thing's water. I know that's got calcium in it. Ca is calcium. There's calcium chloride. So it can't be water. It can't be calcium chloride. It's got to be ammonia. It's got to be NH3. So 32 grams of NH3, which is ammonia. I'm going to draw a line there. The answer I need to get, I'm going to try and draw this kind of sideways here. Well, you know what? Forget that. We'll just move it over a little bit here. Move it over, move it over, move it over. What answer do I need to get for this problem? Well, it says how many grams of calcium oxide are needed. So we need grams of calcium oxide. So the thing in the problem, that is calcium oxide, has to be that thing right there, CaO. All right. So in the end, I'm going to wind up with grams of calcium oxide at the very end. All right. The first thing I do, I have got grams right there. So if I've got grams down here on the bottom, the only thing I can go from grams to is moles, and it's going to be moles of that same substance, NH3. All right. Anytime I see moles on one side, grams on the other side, I know a 1 goes in front of moles. For grams, I'm going to need the molar mass. You get that off of the periodic table. So the periodic table tells me that the molar mass of this is 17.04 grams. It's 14.01 for nitrogen, and then 1.01 for each hydrogen. So we add all that up. Hopefully, we're good in that one. All right, what cancels out? Gone, gone. Grams of NH3 is on both sides, so that part cancels out. Now I've got moles of NH3. So now I've got moles of NH3, so I can go from moles of NH3 to moles of the thing I'm trying to get out at the end. I'm trying to get to CaO, so we're going to go to CaO out here at the end. So where do I get a number to go in front of this? Well, in front of NH3, there's a 2. And in front of CaO, there's a 1. So now what cancels out? Well, I've got moles of NH3 on the bottom. Gone. I've got moles of NH3 on the top. Gone. Bottom and top. Draw another line. And hey, hopefully you're getting the pattern here, right? What thing we didn't cancel out goes in the bottom of the next line. So this is going to be moles of CaO. What I would like to do now, my final step here, is to go to my answer. I've got to go to grams of CaO. So I can have moles on one side and grams as long as the substance is the same. Those two things can go opposite one another. Remember, that's a molar mass, right? And here we had a 1 in front of moles. So over here, we're going to have a 1 in front of moles. Don't worry about whether it was on top or on bottom. That 1 always goes in front of moles. We need grams off the periodic table. So calcium is 40.08. Oxygen is 16.0, so that gives me 58.08. Yours might be slightly different if you're looking at a slightly different table than I am. I can't really show you my table because it's way across the room. But anyways, that's what I get. 58. Wait a minute, that's not right. It should be 56. Sorry about that, folks. 56. Let me correct my issue there. There are no mistakes. They're just happy little accidents. Happy little accidents. 40 plus 16 is 56, not 58. I don't know where I got that from. All right. So it turns out we had a little extra room here. I'm afraid if I erase this line, it's going to erase the whole doggone line. Hopefully you're writing this in pencil. You can just erase the segment of line you don't need. Man, I didn't really need all that room. All right, so now what cancels out here? We got 1 mole of CaO there, and we got 1 mole of... I'm just going to cancel the whole freaking thing out, right? It means less math for me to do later. Now I'm left with grams of calcium oxide, and that's what I want my answer to be in, so I know I'm done right here. I don't need any further steps. Now all I got to do is plug all these numbers in. So I'm going to take 32 times 1 times 56.08 divided by 17.04 divided by 2, and we cross this one out because there's another one up there, so we don't have to worry about that. So that's what I'm going to plug in right now into my calculator. We're going to take 32 times 1. Oh, man, I'm never going to be able to get this in that little screen. Oh, well. Anyways, 32 times 1 times 56.08 divided by 17.04 divided by 2, right? So when I plug this into my calculator, that's the way it looks right there. That's mostly legible, right? So remember, divide by each thing on the bottom. There's a 56.08 all the way over there. All right, so enter, and the answer I get is the answer that we should have, 52.65 grams.